Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 99 and 85. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new videos. If you have a topic, feedback, question, suggestion, if you want me to give you my take on anything, put it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to do so. If you want to connect with me on social media outlets, by all means, you can connect with me on Facebook by typing in Carlos Flores Jr. You can connect with me on Instagram, on X, and on Threads by typing in at Back on Basics. So let's talk about something that is a fairly easy topic, but it's hard to do for oneself or on behalf of oneself, and that's the power of forgiveness. You know, forgiving means a lot to you think that it doesn't, right? Because sometimes sorries are given like water, like coins. But the power of forgiveness is very important because it says that I have processed everything that happened to me or has done around me, and I forgive you. Or if you have asked for forgiveness, it means that the other person has processed, has done the same thing, has thought about it and said, okay, I forgive you. The power of forgiveness is very important because if you are the one that is being forgiven, it just takes a lot of your shoulders. It's like all that stress that you're holding. A lot of the times we don't know why we're holding so much stress in our shoulders. We have kinks in the back of our head, in the back of our backs, and it's because we're holding so much stress about people not forgiving us, about us not forgiving other people, about looking at things in a very skewed way. And so we have to forgive and forget sometimes. I know it's hard because sometimes the things that has been done to us or the things that we have done is so hard that it takes a long time to forgive and forget. But the power of forgiveness can actually make these shoulders that are tense and everything just shrug. And believe me, once you do that, then that comes out of your head. Remember, think outside of your head, because a lot of the times when you do so, then you can process it with others. If you keep it inside your head, it'll be inside and you won't be able to communicate it with others. And then it'll just eat you up. It'll make you stress. It'll make you tense. It'll make it so that you can't move forward. Believe me. And so if you forgive or you ask for forgiveness, it's one of those signs that you realize that you have made a mistake, or the other person realizes they have made a mistake. Or sometimes, it just means that you're past whatever happened and you have forgiven enough that person in order for you to move on. Because sometimes you need to move on. You need to move on. Can I say that again? You need on. Because sometimes a grudge can hurt you more than it hurts the other person. Sometimes not forgiving somebody can hurt you more physically, mentally, spiritually, can hurt you more than the other person. Why? Because we tend to hold things inside, and when we hold things inside, it's again, right? It's that stress, it's that anxiety, it's that nervousness. You can't sleep, you can't eat, and so it's hard. It's hard to do. I get it. I get it. I get you because I've been through those situations myself, and so forgiving to me, forgiving is a superpower. It's saying that you have processed things at a level that you're willing to say, I forgive you. And then asking for forgiveness is a step in the right direction. It just means that you want to meet that person halfway, that you want to make sure that you tell them that, it's that you're sorry for the things that you did, that you feel bad for the things that happened because of the things that you did, or the things that you said, or the things that you were even thinking. Because a lot of times, let's be honest, right? Sometimes in our heads, we're not thinking out loud, but it's just building and building and building and building based on a person or a group of people. And again, whose health is getting worse? Who, the one who keeps it or the one who already let it go? Whose health is getting better? The ones who keeps it inside or the ones who lets it go? Think about that, because you want to make sure that you're not keeping any stress, you're not keeping any anxiety, you're not keeping any anger, you're not keeping any sadness. It's kind of like when somebody passes and you're mourning them, and at some point you start losing kind of like the way that they used to talk, their voice. You don't remember the voice as much. You don't remember their scent. You don't remember. I mean, and I'm talking from experience, ladies and gentlemen, because it is what it is. And so we have to use our power of forgiveness, or ask for forgiveness as well, because this world and us, it's short, and you don't want to go around all stressed, all down, all anxious because of something that happened years ago, or something that recently happened, and you can actually stop it by saying, can you please forgive me for, or I forgive you. It's a two-way street. Remember, these conversations are a two-way street. Remember, always do the conversations in the present, because if you get attached to the past, oh, believe me, you're not going to let it go. You're not going to be able to use that superpower of forgiveness. You're not going to be able to let it go. So you do it in the present moment. You make sure that you're genuine, right? Genuine. You have to be genuine, because that will not only help you heal, but it'll help them heal. I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be selfish, but it, there's a two-way healing, and it does heal. And you have to realize that things will heal. And even though the relationship or the friendship or however it is, or not get to the same place, it will heal. It will be at neutral. I'd rather be at neutral than having anger or having sadness towards somebody for years because of something that happened that they didn't ask me for forgiveness, or I didn't ask them for forgiveness. Believe me, there's a lot of cases that has happened to me, and that's the reason why I'm talking about this today, because I have regrets of not asking people for forgiveness in the past. So again, use the superpower of forgiveness. Forgive and ask for forgiveness. Till next time, back on basics.